Now, we talk a lot about growing up in the 80s, and it was a great time, but the 70s, it was just a weird time to grow up. Let's look at 10 weird things from the 70s. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. And let me apologize for my micro springs. I had a guy on Facebook tell me he likes watching my videos, but it's hard because he can hear the springs on the microphone every time I move. I told him I don't hear anything but the squeaky chair. So I want to see if it's just his ears or yours. Do you hear any springs? Anyway, we always talk about the 80s. Well, not always. Sometimes we talk about the 90s, we talk about the current times, and we talk about the 70s, and whenever we want to talk about. But growing up in the 80s, it was an awesome time, or as you would say, a rad time. And we had a lot of cool stuff. But the 70s, that was a crazy time. It's very sexual. I don't know why. When I went back and looked at the stuff from the 70s, it's always, tongue-in-cheek sexual stuff, or just very weird times. So I pulled up 10 weird things from the 70s, not just toy related, some of them are, but not all of them. And we're going to take a look at them right now. Now, before we get started, just to remind you, thumb up, hit that, I'm not going to say smash that like button, just hit it one time, that's all I need you to do, and subscribe to the channel so you can get some more great content. Oh, like this one right here. Okay, here we go, got 10 of them. I went around, Googled, asked about 3,000 people to write down, and here we go. The 10 weirdest things from the 70s that I could find anyway. And we'll start with number 10 as a word I'll probably say wrong. You'll tell me in the comments, Junkman, that's not how you pronounce it. King Vitamin? Is it Vitamin or Vitman? I don't know, but check out this box right here. Vitamin. King Vitamin. Now, I heard they still make this today, but they changed the box, because look at this. This has got to be the creepiest spokesman I ever seen. Why would you put him on a box of cereal? You see this, and the last thing you want to do is eat anything. Whew. And look at his toys given away inside. Now, a lot of times they had cool toys and cereal back then. I don't think they do that today. Do they put toys in cereal anymore? But look at this. A royal riding coach. Even the toy sucks. No kid is going to want that. It's 100% vitamin and iron cereal. Yeah! We want a cereal. Well, they had sugar in it and candy and cookies and milk and turned your milk into chocolate milk when you were done with it. We didn't want King Vitamin or whatever his name is. Stupid. Ugh. At least they did change him today. Ugh. Oh, let's go to number 9. Now, we all liked having dolls growing up when we were real little. You know, I had a J.G. Evans doll from Good Time. Probably could have fit on this list here. They made a Fred Sanford doll that talked. I really want that. I've been looking for that one for years. Or here's a doll you could tell your secrets to. Grandpa. Whew. Yeah, Grandpa. He became your best friend. Sit him on your lap and you could tell him all your secrets. Probably a lot better than the Uncle doll. You don't want to know what the Uncle doll did, trust me. But here's Grandpa doll. Ain't it creepy looking? Four-eye freak. I would not want. Who would want this? What kid would want a Grandpa doll? Doesn't really look like a grandpa. Looks more like a middle-aged man doll to me. But Grandpa doll, weird. Where we at now? Oh, right here. Number 7. Talked about how the 70s were very sexual. This is sexual. So cover those ears. Cover those ears out there. If you got any kids nearby, grab them, cover their ears up. They might not want to hear this one. This is about a rug you buy for your house. Junkman, how can that be sexual? A rug? How can that be anything? Huh? Well, here it is. The love rug. The love rug. The rug that strokes your body as you make love. And why does his hair look like the rug also? That is disgusting. Who wants to make love on a damn rug? Oh, I bet he had it in his van. I bet he carpeted his van with this. Oh, gross. Let's see what number 6 is, or 7. I don't know. Number 7, and we're going to look at a food item because this looks disgusting. Yeah, this looks disgusting. Mug-o-lunch. You can have your lunch in a mug with Mug-a-lunch by Betty Crocker. It looks horrible. And back then in the 70s, you didn't really have a microwave, so I don't even know how you cook this. I had to put it on a stove. Who even knows how to turn on a stove nowadays? But it just looks disgusting. But then again, if you put it in the microwave, it would probably been really hot on the top and ice cold in the middle. So either way, you lose, I guess. Mug-a-lunch. I don't even like the name of it. Mug-a-lunch. I'm going to be saying that all day now. A mug-a-lunch. Honey, Junk, what do you want for supper? Mug-a-lunch. Sounds good, doesn't it? Mug-a-lunch. Okay. Let's start the top 5. Oh, excuse me, we're at number 6 here. Number 6 here. Now, I don't know about you. Growing up, I never saw a baby car seat. We didn't have car seats. Now, I know when I had my daughter... Just come on by. Ruin the sound. Trying to make a video here. Okay. Are they gone now? It's like 45 degrees out there. Somebody's riding a motorcycle. Where was I? Oh, car seats. Now, I don't remember car seats in the 70s. Hell, I don't even remember car seats in the 80s. When I grew up, I don't even remember seat belts. No one in the front seat would wear a seat belt. In the back seat where I sat, on those bench seats, all the seat belts was tucked down into the crevice so much that you couldn't even get it out. You'd be trying to dig your hand down there, and your dad would be like, leave that alone. No one touches seat belts. We lived dangerously in the 70s and the 80s, but when I had a daughter, we actually had to have a car seat. Everybody had a car seat, even with my son. We all had car seats. In the 70s, they did have a car seat. Check it out. It was like the most dangerous car seat I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather risk not having a car seat or a seatbelt than sit in this contraction. And it's right in the front, too, so you know that baby's going right through that windshield. The 70s, man. The 70s. Crazy time. Now we're going to do the top 5. I said we were doing the top 5, but we're at 6. But now we're back to the top 5. And we're going to get through this list if Motorcycle Man doesn't come by again. Hopefully you guys can hear that. If not, I'll add some motorcycle sound, I guess, so I don't look stupid. But let's talk about pajamas in the 50s. Let's talk about pajamas in the 70s. And celebrities. There's one celebrity we all loved in the 70s. And wanted to be like or be close to, and that's Lee Van Cleef. Hope I pronounced his name right. Lee Van Cleef. I just called him Van Cleef. There was a lot of Vans growing up as a kid. There was Dick Van Patten, Dick Van Dyke, Jerry Van Dyke, and Vans themselves was pretty big in the 70s. But in the 70s, you could get Lee Van Cleef pajamas. I guess they're pajamas. Hell, it's the 70s. I don't know. You probably walked around like that. Lee Van Cleef. Who would wear that? Who would wear that? Besides Captain Foley over at Trek Yards. I bet he would wear that. He looks like a type wear that. Number 4. Number 4. Right here on my list. Got it written down right here. Number 4. And it's more creepy pajamas. But these are made for kids. Look at them. Ooh, that's creepy. Look at the rabbit and the clown. Larry, can you zoom in on those two? Can you imagine your kids dressing up like this and you forgot they had this? Maybe it's the day they got them and you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're standing there in front of you in their rabbit and their clown pajamas. That is some creepy stuff. Go back to the full screen. And I'm not even bringing up the devil. And I have to point it out. Superman, but he's got a Lone Ranger mask on. What? That doesn't even go together. Oh, God, I'm blind. Maybe I can get through this video before I go to the eye doctor here. Oh, this is going to be a fun video. Whew. Let's watch that in slow motion. That doesn't even go together. Oh, God, I'm blind. Whew, that looked painful. Okay, number 3. A lot of times when people eat pudding now, they eat them out of a plastic container. It seems obvious. I don't know. We had plastic in the 70s. But in the 70s, when we wanted to eat pudding, chocolate pudding, or I guess any flavor, but chocolate pudding, we had to eat it out of a can. What? Chocolate pudding out of a can? Oh. And I'm not even going to ask why it has that picture of a horse on it. It's the 70s. Probably grind up horse meat or something mixed in with the chocolate. Never can tell. Ooh, what a dangerous job I have. Dangerous job. Okay, number 2 of the craziest stuff from the 70s. Today, kids know Brat toys as those whore-looking toys. Yeah, I don't know why they make whore-looking toys for kids, but they do. Kids love them. But back in the 70s, they had another line of Brat dolls, and they were not whore-looking. They were scary-looking. Check these out. Ugh, I don't even want to look at it. Oh, look at the mouth on those things. It's so creepy. Why? Why would any kid want this in the 70s? It says it's the world's cutest but naughtiest miniature doll. One, it's not the cutest doll at all. If they're naughty, I don't even... Never mind. I was going to make a joke about that mouth and inserting something in it, but I'm not even going to go there. That is creepy. It's not cutest. Creepiest. That card's bent. That's a penny down the drain. Okay, here we go. Number one creepiest thing, or weird, or stupid, I don't know, of the 70s. Right here. Let's go. And it's clothes. We're going back to clothes. I know we talked about a lot of clothes, but this is clothes you needed in the 70s because you never knew when you would be just walking down the street and you had to kick some joker in the face. It happens a lot. Today I wish, I got tight blue jeans. I'm like, oh man, if I didn't have these tight jeans on, I would kick you in the face. But in the 70s, you could with kick jeans. That's right. Don't bend your legs. Kick jeans. That's right. Yeah, I can't even hard kick. You can kick Sinbad. Wait, Sinbad? Is that Sinbad? Looks like Sinbad to me. You can kick Sinbad or whoever with kick jeans. And there was no zipper. That's right. Wasn't a button fly. Shoelace. Because you had to lacing up your pants. Whew, if you had to go to the bathroom really fast, I bet that was horrible. That was horrible. But only for $19.95, you could get yourself kick jeans. I'm sure there's some people out there today that wants kick jeans right there. That's it. That's a look at things weird, crazy, stupid. I don't know what I'm call this yet. Things from the 70s. There's a lot I could talk about. The pet rock was a hot toy. Somebody took a rock and just sold it as a pet rock. That's the stupidest thing ever. Let me know some crazy stuff in the 70s you remember. And if you like this video, we'll look at more crazy stuff in the 70s. Might even go into 80s, but 80s more radical, weird, crazy, cool. 70s was just a weird era. People dressed weird. The music was weird. They were really into sex. Just the 70s. If you wasn't there, it was like, I'm just going to sum it up the best way I can. It was a groovy time. Well, I want to thank you for watching. As always, thumb up my content. Let me try that again. I want to thank you for watching. As always, thumb up so you like my content. Subscribe to the channel, and we will talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.